The Address by Marga Minko. Marga Minko, with pseudonym of Sarah Minko, was born on 31st March 1920. She is a Dutch journalist and writer. This story, The Address, is of a daughter who goes in search of her mother's belongings after the war in Holland. This is a story of human predicament that follows war. It shows the visit of a daughter to Holland in search of mother's belongings after the war. The name of her mother was Mrs. S. As the narrator knocked at the door of a house, the door was opened only a little. She asked the owner if she knew her. The narrator told her that she was Mrs. S.'s daughter. But the owner of the house, Mrs. Darling, denied knowing her. Mrs. Darling's face gave absolutely no sign of recognition, and she kept staring at her without speaking any word. The narrator thought that perhaps she was mistaken and had rung the wrong bell. Then the narrator had a glimpse of her mother's green knitted cardigan, which Mrs. Darling was wearing. This confirmed to her that she had reached with correct address. But Mrs. Darling excused herself by saying that she could not talk to the girl that day and she should come again later. Then she shamelessly closed the door. Narrator read the nameplate, Mrs. Darling, number 46. Then she left the place. The narrator stood for some time on the steps even after the door closed. Someone was watching her from the bay window. The girl presumed that someone other than Mrs. Darling must be watching her and must have asked why the narrator came there. After this refusal, the narrator walked back to the station thinking about her mother. As she walked back to the station, she was lost in the memories. Mother had given her the address years ago. She noticed various things were missing in the room. Mrs. Darling, old acquaintance of narrator's mother, took something home with every visit. She wanted to save all the nice things. Once, Mrs. Darling was seen going out with a heavy suitcase. As her mother looked at her face, she was shocked as well as puzzled. The narrator's mother had accepted the idea. She was rather obliged towards Mrs. Darling that she was carrying such heavy luggage every time she visited, as it was really risky during the war. When her daughter inquired, at that moment only, the address of Mrs. Darling was given to the narrator. The narrator arrived at the station without having paid much attention to things on the way. She was walking in familiar places again for the first time since the war. She didn't want to upset herself with the sight of streets and houses full of memories from the previous time. In the train, she remembered the first time when she had seen Mrs. Darling. It was the morning after the day her mother had told her about Mrs. Darling. When she was wearing a brown coat and a shapeless hat, the narrator had asked about her mother if she lived far away. As she was carrying a heavy case, her mother told her that Mrs. Darling lived at number 46 Marconi Street. Author felt afraid to go back as it would revive her old memories. She was scared that the things might make her very nostalgic. But gradually her life became normal again, and one day She became curious to know what all the possessions. Narrator's first visit was in vain. 15 years old girl opened the door in the second visit. Her mother was not at home. Author felt horrified as all her belongings were decorated there in the living room. She saw things of her former life: woolen tablecloth, the cups, the white teapot with a golden border, the spoons, the pewter plate. Things of former life lost their value, appeared strange in strange surroundings. She had no more desire to possess them. Things were of no use in her small rented room. She walked away from the place, tried to forget the address, and she moved on. The narrator decided that she could not stay there anymore. The address was correct, but the narrator didn't want to remember it anymore. She felt that the objects were linked to a memory of a time which no longer existed. They had lost their value in the strange surroundings. She comforted herself by thinking that her present house was too small to accommodate all the old stuff. She felt the house, leaving all her family's belongings behind. And she resolves to forget this address forever.